They say you play for the name on the front of the jersey, not for the back of the jersey name. Yet that's not entirely true at St. John's. Part of the reason why this is a special place is those 4 letters on the back of each jersey, AMDG. What does that Latin phrase mean to you?
It's a Latin phrase that means ad majorem Dei gloriam, which is for the greater glory of God. And at St. John's, it's something that we preach to our guys every day. Everything is for a greater being, and trying to look at things in the big picture. And you see it in all of our sports uniforms. Every single sport has that. You see it over here on the floor, the AMDG on both sides of our court. So it is a cornerstone of what we're about here. That, and you hear the Men for Others. The coolest thing about Men for Others to me is you're thinking outside yourself, but also it's the greater being of that term, because it's not a St. John's Jesuit term. It's every single Jesuit school in the United States. If you were to go anywhere, it's Men and Women for Others, or Men for Others, depending on the school. Mm-hmm. So it is a greater good, and it's just something that we try to instill in our students every day.
It's a motto, it's a phrase. How do you move it from just being an abstract concept to a concrete idea? How do you implement those ideas?
The greatest thing about here is there's so many ways and avenues for us to be involved in our community. Our students do a Christian service program where they go out during the school day and serve different areas, schools, soup kitchens, many different avenues throughout the city. So it's instilled in our guys, and it's an expectation. And then so adding that to the athletic fields and the courts is such an easy thing to do, because it's instilled from 8 to 3 every day. So we've done things in the past. We do foundation games here. We raise money. I took a group of freshmen out on a Labra trip, which is every Monday night here they give food to different areas of the Toledo community. We're trying to set something up for this year with the Boys and Girls Club downtown. So it's something that you don't want to just talk about, you want to be about, and you have to do it. It's ingrained in this culture, and then hopefully they kind of pay it forward as they move forward and graduate from here.
Part of the Jesuit education model is it's more than just learning in the classroom, it's learning everywhere. Basketball trips, a couple years ago, you guys went to San Diego. This upcoming January, you're going down to Florida to play a tournament. Those tournaments are more than just playing basketball, though.
Yeah, and we're so fortunate that our student athletes get a wide range of opportunities to be involved with, and that's why we do it. It's a great learning experience. It's a great team bonding, it's funny. People are like, oh, it's great. You're going to California and Florida, right? And like, you're working. You're on 24 hours on the clock. We were really fortunate 2 years ago. We went to a really prestigious tournament in San Diego. We played Shaquille O'Neal's son, and we had Vincent and Houston and a really talented team, and competed really well down there. And it was the first time I'd ever been to California in my whole life. So I'm sure for those guys it was the same thing. We were out there swimming with seals and doing different things and having a great time. And last year we had a younger team, and we went to not as prestigious of a tournament. We went to Fort Walton Beach, and played really well down there, and able to kind of start building our team for that year. And I think it propelled us into a nice little run in the mid part of the year. This year, once again, you talked about the Jesuit thing earlier. I think it's cool. We get to go to Berlin Jesuit, which is in Miami, Florida, and we're going to play multiple teams from Jesuit schools and other Catholic schools across the country. St. Ignatius from Cleveland is going to be down there as well. So it's a great opportunity for our guys to see different things, grow. You use it as a time to kind of get away from the Toledo scene and maybe try to build an identity and bring that back, and then you hope that propels you to the second half of the season and have a lot of success.